It's worked. I can see us.
Are we doing a thing?
We are doing a thing.
Have we successfully managed to? I still don't believe that we're. I need some recognition that we've actually turned the computers on.
Yeah, and without BJ here, because normally he's sitting over there or
at least whacking us with a stick, right?
And pushing the buttons.
Do it. I know.
Because you and I are technologically inept.
No, we can. It looks at Tony P can confirm
that we're actually on. So we're steering the ship.
We're done. We can go.
We've done our bit.
Last thing we want to do is break Syrian's cars.
One of the cars of the day has fallen off already.
That's okay. They do have working suspension.
That's an indication of what everything's going to be like today.
The wheels haven't fallen off. Yeah. Figuratively.
Seeing as that happened, we might as well point out the cars of the day.
Let's talk about it. This is episode 206, guys. Welcome to a special episode. We have got Nick and BJ. Hopefully, if technology can be harnessed, we'll in fact be zooming in.
Standing by.
In Scuba, formerly known as Yatabe Arena, the home and headquarters of Yokomo. Yep. And there's even muttering 30 seconds ago that they're going to empower them with a car, vehicle.
Yeah.
Of RC.
Good. Yeah.
And if you've seen Nick drive an RC car, it's going to come back in two pieces.
I've only seen him at Velodrome. It's good going round in circles, but I don't know whatever track they put him on. That could be fun.
It will definitely be fun.
I'm waiting for this.
Okay, so car of the week. What are they? What do we need to know?
Yeah. Well, I think most people will be able to guess what they actually are. But the scale and everything of them is very, very... We don't want to know the weight because we've tried to weigh the things and they're
underweight.
They're 8 grams on our special scales, which have a tolerance of 10 grams.
That's right.
So
give or take.
Forget that. But these are indeed very, very rare and supplied to us by Hearns' good friend Surian.
Yeah. Our direct correspondence in WA.
Yeah. He sent them over for us to put them on display here. I suspect he's got more than these. I'm not sure.
And it's way better than the idea you have of shaving me on camera.
Yeah, you say that now, but earlier on you were keen.
I might have even struck a pose.
Yeah, you might have.
Probably didn't indicate my face.
And you might have gone across the road and got a new angle grinder.
Well, talking about beards and all things fun, let them come in. Well, let's welcome everybody actually first. So we've got Tony P, we got 9 Steps Boss Man, we've got Surian, of course. We got Nids.
They're the ones that we can see.
They're the ones that we can see.
We've probably got a lot more people on today waiting for...
Craig Jones and everybody, 164th.
A lot of people waiting for BJ and Nick to appear.
Well, meanwhile, the comic relief's here. Let's get the star of the shows. What do you reckon?
All right,
let's see if I can push this button and make something happen.
Yeah.
I can't be guaranteed.
There they are.
I did the thing.
Hello. Good afternoon from Scuba, Japan.
Because you've got the beautiful filter on. I love it. You guys are at Scuba Park, formerly known as
Yatabe Arena. That is correct.
So tell us what it's like. Why did you guys go to Japan?
First thing first, last time we were here was about 6 years ago, I think.
Yes,
five years ago. 2019, at the same time in May 2019, we came here for the first time. At the time it was called Yatabe Arena.
That's right.
Lots of things have changed, and changed for the better, actually. But why are we here?
Well, we are here. Well, first off, we went to the Shizuoka Hobby Show, and that was such a massive show that, sorry, we haven't really shared very much yet, but keep your eye out on social media because you've seen Plugger. He's flying at 300 kilometers an hour in a bullet train, and he's going there. But we've seen so much stuff. We need to collate it and look forward to seeing what we have.
So the Shizuoka show is on every year.
Lucky you've got a week off, BJ, to put it all togetger for us in time for your return.
That's right.
We gave a week off for that, actually, specifically. Nothing else. A week to travel here and a week to produce it. But so Shizuoka is about 2 hours. Is that south of Tokyo?
It is south direction of Tokyo.
Yep. So 2 hours in a fast train, an hour and a half. And then there is a massive show, hobbies of all kinds. So RC, model kits, and model trains.
Very
cool model trains.
Figures, all kinds of things.
All kind of, models. So anything you can imagine, you will find here, and more.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we can't talk about that.
Yes, that's right.
Well, you can't. But you guys will miss the show live, no doubt. But we've actually been into BJ's stash,
into the special
into the special cabinet. So while you weren't here, while you're over there, we're going to talk about some of your special ladies after.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
Well, since Sorian is watching,
Oh,
look at that!
Look at that!
that's my car of the day, and he's been traveling
Your car
around
of the day
as well.
That's
Been going
fantastic.
everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw
not
it trying
the
to
only-
eat your dinner the other night.
in the soup.
That's right. Breakfast.
Plugger's been going around. And you've
Plugger,
probably seen
little
Plugger's
Plugger.
been driving around. It's been going everywhere, creating havoc.
It
Getting
looked
stuck
like
in
he was
tunnels
having
and
a
all sorts of
fit.
things.
When you took him on that little N-scale track, it looked like he was having a fit.
He was.
Yeah,
He was.
struggling.
You could tell because I was trying to follow, and then he slammed on
falls
the brakes. He slammed on the brakes, put on the throttle, and slammed on the brakes. But that was that.
What
that
did the
huge
Japanese
Kato.
think about Plugger? Is Plugger a star as much as in Japan as he is here?
Well, it's probably a good thing that the Japanese are much more reserved. So they didn't say
comment.
anything
They didn't
directly
comment
to
yet.
me. What they, was
They just said,
thinking-
please don't come back with your stupid little trade.
Don't come back later.
But I wasn't thrown out, so I think it was all right.
Absolutely.
But the Kato Center was absolutely fantastic, huge. Have to go there.
I bet it was.
And
I'm
then
looking forward to
Shizuoka,
seeing all the treats. Yep.
awesome. Shizuoka
Absolutely.
was an absolutely huge show.
Definitely.
It's like it has grown. So much to see.
So what you find there obviously is all the big brands like Tamiya, Kyosho, Bandai, but you also find these very niche, tiny Japanese manufacturers of all kind of different things actually.
That's right.
It's very, very exciting all the time. It can be small model kits, some really bespoke tools, or anything really. Just think it. And there's a manufacturer that tend to now export actually. So you're not going to see them much around. So that's probably one of the biggest advantages of coming all the way here.
Scouting, isn't it? It's being able to see in person things that we never even considered before,
Correct.
or even been able to consider.
Correct. And now we're here.
That's why Hearns Hobbies is at the forefront worldwide.
Absolutely.
Well, that's right. That's right.
Absolutely. So
what should we do? Should we
So
go
we'll
for a
be
little
getting
tour around here?
more special kits like the ones that we're going to show later.
Yeah, and even we got penguins. We got Tamiya penguins. Is it to go with the Tamiya ducks?
That's right.
The penguin is super cool.
But the duck's got a brother coming. It's a yellow duck.
The duck has got a yellow brother or sister. We don't know yet.
Yes. And the penguin. Yeah, the walking and swimming penguin that's coming.
The penguin is clever.
Yes.
The penguin is really clever. So it kind of walks around, and then when it falls, it keeps swimming. So the idea is that it's going to fall into a pool or something and carry on swimming. Really cool.
Yeah.
Is that move up?
I need to point out here that we've already had a good guess on the cars of the day, and from Nids, and he's bang on.
Is he?
He is indeed.
Oh, we already guessed it.
The cars of the
well
day.
done, Nid.
You got your bento box with your beige.
I can attest that this bag is not only a transmitter bag.
It's everything bag.
This is being used to transport the little Saurian car, Plugger, and N-scale trains as well, which I ran at the... Yeah, so if you need to move that sort of stuff around, really handy.
Does the job?
Padded, does the job. You see how it's
I
squashed
think we
down
should
there
look
because-
into getting some custom Hearns made inserts and actually
I
turn
think
it
so.
into an N-scale transport
Carrier.
system.
Yes.
Certainly.
Yeah,
That'll work.
Certainly.
Agreed.
How about
So
we go have a look
what's
around?
behind us? Well, let's start from here. So this place.
Show me the racetrack.
Yeah.
we
Show
are on
me the
racetrack.
monkey.
So let's see if you guys can see. So in front of us here, there is a shop. That's the Yokomo shop. That's been here for
Just a
for
window
long
over
time.
there.
So that's virtually the only part that hasn't really changed since we were here last time.
That's right. So the layout of the entire facility has changed since we were last here.
Yes.
Now, if we just angle that down a little bit, we've got a drift on-road circuit for beginners and intermediates. So for people who are just starting and it's a bit scary to go on the main track, they can hire this section and just run around here. And then
On this
next
side,
to it, we have a beginners to intermediate off-road carpet track. So the jumps are quite subtle. And you've got
Is that what I saw
little logos
Mastani
here?
driving around the 870C 2 days ago?
No, I don't think we'll see. I think he's in the next part that we're going to see in a minute.
We're in the big part, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll move into there.
Yep.
So this is where they also rent a lot of cars. So you can get on-road cars, off-road cars, drift cars,
And also premium cars. So
and
they've
premium. That's right.
got normal, like the Arrow,
Yes.
like the Rookie series.
Yes.
But then they've got the premium cars as well that you can hire to something a bit more performing.
That's right. And you just hire them by the hour, and then you can run them on whichever one of these tracks as you like. And you see that there's
That's
a second
amazing.
floor
So
here.
So does your entry in also pay for your car hire?
No, the car hire is separate. To the hiring of the entry. Yeah. Because the idea is the entry is to use your own car, and then you rent the car on top of that if you don't have one. Yeah. So that's this section here.
I'm thinking we need to buy up the eateries next door so we can put tracks in there.
Yeah.
Right. You're good.
Yeah. Get rid of a lot of the fries and all those places.
Here on the pits area.
Yeah. So we've got a large pit area just along here, and we have some of the people using it at the moment. We've got a glass section here, so you can actually stay over there and watch what's going on.
So just consider it's about 1 p.m. here. It's been busy since this morning. This place opened at about 11, and there've been people virtually since we opened. So here now,
and over here we have their main drift track. So this is the competition drift track where they have their 6 main drift. Yeah. And then we'll go over to that section a bit later. So we've got a more basic track again. It's a bit smaller. And then we've got their main off-road track. Yeah. So let's move to the off-road track.
I'll follow you, Beach.
Yeah, follow me. So we've got 2 cars on the drift track at the moment.
That's the drift track here.
And as we come around here, we've got the big screen where they'll normally have all the information for their comps. And as we're heading down this way, you can see this is their main. You'll see the big board on the back there, which has got all the timing. It's A and B timed. And then we have a carpet track here for off-road. Now, last time we were here, this was on the outside of this building.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. And it was a more aggressive and larger track than this. But we'll soon show you what they've put out there instead, and it's amazing. So we've got a lot of people here running. There's 3 cars here already. So they're just up here on the stand. The stand is quite tall. And you notice that's quite different.
Go and get an interview with them, Pete. Go get an interview, see how they're going. Go get an interview. Say, give me a drive. Say, give me a drive.
We'll see.
Oh, don't tell me we've lost you. Oh, too much excitement.
Oh,
it's getting all scratchy.
Yeah.
They've gone over the booms.
Apologies to everyone here, but we're more amazed that we've actually got anything at all.
We do still have a picture on the screen.
Yeah. Line up. We're back now. Yep. Yep.
I can see you.
We're back.
Yeah. It's a little bit jerky, but that's okay.
Maybe we have to go back to where we were before.
Are we good? How many fingers am I holding out?
15.
Okay, let's move back to where we were before.
Okay.
Let's go back to the
That's all right. We're good now.
Maybe the Wi-Fi is a bit dodgy there.
Should we go to the on-road track?
Yes.
Wi-Fi is in our pocket, actually.
There's an on-road track too.
But we are in the...
There's an on-road track, which is their main on-road track.
I don't know. We can
Wow.
on that side.
I think it's over here, isn't it? We're going to push the thing, and hopefully I'll let it out.
Maybe the fire alarm will go off.
That's right.
We'll find out soon.
Yeah. Follow us. We know what we're doing.
Look, if you get arrested, I know a guy.
But, okay. It's going to be very, very bright.
It's okay.
Oh, look at that.
All right, so we're going outside now.
So outside here.
So this is a new building. In the past, this was the off-road building. So Cookie would attest that he would have come here for the off-road racing. This was a big sort of semi-temporary, like a big tent. Yeah, like a tent-looking thing, wasn't it? Yeah. But over here, we have some gentlemen here waiting to run the on-road cars. And you can see here, they're going to be running... They're running the 12-scale Japanese nationals. So right here, the Japanese nationals are going to happen, and that's
11th November.
That's right, November and December.
Yep.
Okay, so we're entering here.
Oh,
it's indoors.
Oh,
okay. So I think
I'm beside myself with excitement.
Okay,
let me put the computer. Here we go.
Shout out to Tony P. How good is this?
We've got the carpet. The carpet is a different quality carpet to the carpet which is inside. This stuff is much more dense.
Okay.
And we don't have anyone running at the moment, but this is super high speed, and it is absolutely massive. So if I look at it, I would say this is, what do you think, 10, 20% bigger than TFTR?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
my next question.
It's big actually. It doesn't look like, but it's quite big actually.
So you're saying it's sort of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
so we've
size
got-
like
we've got some permanent
Moorebank
boards here.
or Willowdale?
Yeah,
Wall bank is probably a bit bigger than this.
but the straight is long. It's quite deceiving. Until you go up on a driver's stand, it looks huge actually.
I might pick this up and give you a better look. How's that? How's my head? Is it shiny?
Oh yeah. Your head's shining really well.
Shaved.
Is my head shiny?
Yeah, that's good.
The shaved head, that's going to lead to my next segment.
Yeah,
That's
nicely.
nothing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Wow. That is
Right,
amazing
so how
facility.
about so you got some pitting area along the sides. Okay,
Yep.
your huge display board at the back there. And you see there with the
Mhm.
banners, that is the driver's stand.
Yep.
Huge driver's stand. It's about
Isn't it?
15,
It's massive.
15 spots.
And the greatest thing about this driver's stand is actually marked for the driver's positions. So there's no argy-bargy. You're locked in.
You do that stuff all the time, do you?
I love argy-bargy. How about we go this way?
Let me carry this. You
Yes.
can- All right.
Oh, this
So let's go
is
up on the
great,
driver's
guys.
stand.
Yeah.
I'm really.
I don't want a hobby shop there. I want to open a dumpling shop and just service the races and go racing.
So here
Can
is
you combine the
the
two?
timing system. So just
Yep.
It's your you get the timing.
Yes, that's right.
Live
Then-
timing.
And now we're going up the.
Oh, someone is coming to play actually.
Oh, are they?
Let's go up. There'll be someone driving.
That's all
in a
right.
second.
PJ looks like he's got a transmitter.
Yeah, but in fact, he's got in-scale trains.
Straight to number one, babe.
Got his sandwich in there actually.
Straight to
So
number
you
one,
can-
babe.
You can
Go.
see here they're all segmented. So we'll put our Rubik's bag there.
Yeah, let's go to the end so we can have a good view of this.
Yes.
So that's a
There's the
control room.
Race
That's right.
control.
And here,
Race control
Let's
on
see,
top of the
this-
stand.
can you guys see?
Ooh.
Yep.
that's
Okay.
pretty good.
Okay, there's a car going now.
Jeez, you're gonna have to pay out some money to set up something like this, Nick.
There we go.
Is that that's
Yes.
a 12 scale? Is that
How good is it?
Yeah.
And
10 scale.
10 scale.
10 scale TC?
The track's so big it makes it look like a 12 scale.
You can hear the belt flapper.
Oh,
That's fantastic.
I'm a little bit overcome by this.
I know. It's a bit emotional.
Yeah.
So there you
You
go.
guys
So
are living
that-
the dream.
So they're the main sections of Scuba RC Park. Ones
Yep.
on the got a annex which is designed for the kids. So they've got a rock crawling
Yep.
area. They got little tiny tracks, a little small excavator moving stuff track. So they're really
What?
trying to get everyone involved, from the youngsters.
I'm not familiar with the RC excavators, but obviously they're a thing.
Oh, you will see. You will see. Do you think we've got time to go up the top there?
I don't know.
You can go wherever you
Yeah,
want.
yeah,
Take
we'll
it
go
for
for a walk
a
again.
walk. It's only
Just
once in a
service
lifetime
gentleman here.
opportunity.
Yeah. Have they got displays of old Yokomo cars and stuff?
And I gave them all back.
Well, there's some displays of cars. I haven't seen anything really, really old though.
I think
So
when we went
follow
last
us.
time, we went to the old office and they had lots of old cars
Yes.
there. But that office
Yeah.
has been relocated here, so we don't know where that kind of stuff is. But
So
we had
we'll
the
come out.
So is
opportunity of
this
visiting
actually
the packing
is
area,
this
pack
actually
area.
the same place where their offices and manufacturing and packaging takes place, Nick?
It is.
Correct.
It is.
Yep.
We're not going to take you down here, but at the very end of this car park, and we're being told that the car park can happily take 200 cars. At the very end, they have an old school dirt track, and that's a dirt track where they ran the Super Dogfighter event, which they had about a month
Oh,
ago. It's very loose
That's
dirt.
the one
looks,
where we.
looks just like knock.
That's the one that Masami made the video the other week.
Yes, yes.
Correct.
But there's no oil on
Yeah.
it. It's just old school dirt, and that's all the way down there.
Okay.
And so they're going to have another event down there a bit later. And we'll walk through the car park. As we walk through, so the front end's been changed a little bit. In the old days, they used to have this big, massive fountain in the middle. So the fountain is gone now.
Made everybody want to go to the
So there's the
toilet.
entry. So this particular area in Scuba,
Exactly.
this particular area is quite rural. So we went past a lot of farmland. There were rice paddies.
yeah.
So it's quite peaceful,
Don't be
very peaceful.
racist.
This is about an hour outside of Tokyo. So really quick train. Hey,
Is that Masami's house?
any what?
Yeah. Probably not.
Is that Masami's house behind your beach?
Must be. You want me to knock on the door? Okay,
Yeah.
here is the main entrance.
If you can
Okay, so
fit
the main
200 cars in the
entrance-
car park, that's 400 deck vans. Easily.
That's a standard unit
Here
of
we go.
measurement, isn't it?
So
Yeah,
here's
how
a
many
shop.
deck vans? Yeah.
So here's a shop,
Have they got any MS1s for sale?
and over here
Sold out.
we've got
Sold
all
out.
the rental cars are here.
Oh,
Okay,
stop.
your basic car 1 hour, 2,000 yen. And
Which is
then,
about $20.
yes, and then you can get premium, so luxury cars.
Yep.
And you can try these out.
That's $50 an hour.
Yeah, that's right. So it's 1 hour, it's 5,000 yen. But we
Would
have
that work in
full
Australia? 'Cause I reckon
display of
people
all
would just
their
hammer
different
and
cars
kill
here.
Australians are heathens, aren't they, really?
Yeah, I'm just thinking over there they'd be slightly more
We've
respectful.
got this one here. Tony will be familiar with one of these suckers.
Are you bringing that one? Yep. Take it to
Yeah,
the track
So
now.
we've
Quick,
got
go.
the Super Dog Fighters here.
Yeah, but not with my paintwork on it, so nowhere near as good.
And here is the off-road stuff.
That's right.
Off-road. Here is the MS 1.0, where it's sold out.
That's right.
Wow.
And then we won't go down to the back of the store. But the back of the store is full of parts.
Parts and everything.
Yeah. So obviously, when you come here to rent the cars, I'm not to rent the cars. If you rent the cars, I'll look after it. But if you bring your own car and you break something, you'll be able
You've
to
got
find the
parts
spare
and
parts
everything.
here and you can rebuild it
Yes.
as you come inside.
Absolutely.
Just
Here
like
we
at
have-
home.
And then we're back here.
Steve Cornell
And
just
then
messaged. He
just
asked if you
upstairs,
could have 3
you'll be able to see the
chassis for
upstairs
MS
along there.
1.0.
Shall we go up the?
Okay, right. Let's go.
Let's go up the
We can go
stairs.
upstairs quickly, and then
Oh,
we'll let you guys carry on with the show.
That's it.
But
Right, follow
upstairs
me.
This
is
is
also
a show you don't
with the
wanna miss.
restaurant.
Follow me up here.
This
lunch.
is barely the
Nice lunch.
highlight of this
Yes.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah, they've got a restaurant here. It's really good.
Restaurant.
you get more of that
Absolutely.
weird stuff that you like, Pooch.
All right. So this area here is all rental area. Okay. So this is like a kids area for running off-road cars. They got your
Will it be a
little
small ramp?
Yeah, little rampy things.
Actually, we should go outside the window. Check the window here.
Yeah,
from
here's a
upstairs,
view.
There's a nice viewing area as well. So you have the drift track,
That's right.
Oh,
the
And-
off-road
and-
track
Visually
here.
That's
speaking, I
right.
mean, this is the benchmark for an RC
You can see how this is
facility
a-
anywhere.
So you can see how this is a world quality track, right? And Scuba RC Arena is the largest RC facility in Japan, and probably larger
In Japan?
largest
very-
in
I dare
many
say
parts of the
Yeah,
world.
there's
So
a
here,
rock crawling track.
so rock crawling. This is the excavator area.
Oh,
you bring your
I've been
little-
waiting for this.
We'll show you in a moment because they've got the rental area. You pick up the rocks and you pop them in the box.
It's
Oh,
just probably
Good
zigzag
afternoon.
around.
And here you got your dinosaur area. Okay, so
dinosaur? Wait,
beware of the
you can rent
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs?
And this is the area where
Don't let your cat in there. Might go to the toilet.
this is the maintenance area
I was thinking,
for all of their
And you can get any kind of car.
hire
See?
cars. And here's your excavators
one clock.
to push
Oh,
your
there's
stuff around.
escalators.
And then all the way
Oh.
to proper.
How cool is this? Hey, look, Brett, there's you.
There's mate.
Yep.
Pikachu. Is that Pikachu?
Have we lost him?
I thought it was
That's
that
you.
pink helmet again.
And here's another track area. You see how big this place is?
This is back to where we were
Every
before.
corner there's a
That's
different
right.
track.
That's right.
This is amazing.
I might quickly have a look at the
With
restaurant.
4
But you can
or
come
5
here
tracks,
and you
I'd
don't
get
have
at
to
least
leave
4
the
or 5
facility.
tractors in before I had 4 or 5 broken cars to go home
Full
with.
toilets.
But it doesn't matter. They've got the parts.
And
Yeah,
they've
6 or
got
7.
they've got all the machines to offer you drinks. There's a coffee machine right here.
Yeah.
And then we've got the ramen
Kitchen.
shop right here.
And,
A rum.
and,
And
and,
you've
and the
got
donut machine,
Lounge
dude?
area. We had a
Lounge
lunch
area.
around here.
Donuts?
I went past the
for
Mr.
later.
Donuts. Mr. Donuts, and I was thinking of you.
Thanks, mate.
That's it. And we're
That
back to
is.
where we started
Wow.
That is correct. That's it.
That is Scuba Park in a
from.
nutshell.
Oh, here we go.
That is amazing.
Well, you know that we have been
let's put this up a
waiting
bit.
on. We have been waiting on eggshells to get our Yokomo shipment in with all the latest goodies. So
I
make
know.
sure you
That's
make
right.
sure you go to
I
our
know.
account
So-
manager over there and give him Give him a shake. You need to do another. You may as well do another order while you're there, Nick. The stuff that's coming in is gone. So
we are already doing another order.
Yeah.
So we've done some new body shells. So there's some new drift body shells that are just arriving now. So about 10 new shells, and they've got development for new ones again. Lots of stuff happening.
Really exciting. Really exciting.
And 2 days ago, I saw Masami was there running the 870C on carpet.
Correct.
That's right.
Just on the track we saw a moment ago.
He's organising his Genova Cup at the end of this month, and it'll be here.
But there you go. You're in.
Genova. I've got one of them.
You got one of them?
Yeah.
Yep. I just need to get the Japan.
Well, that is fantastic, guys. I'm looking forward to hearing about it and seeing everything. I'm sure you've been up to no good while you're over there.
Well, from what I've seen, yes.
Yes.
No, we've been good boys.
We've been very good.
Yeah, sure.
Very good.
All right, there you go.
That's good. And if you get on the track, it'd be good if you can.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes,
if you get on the track with some of the cars, make sure you get some good photos and videos for us. It's really cool.
I'm impressed. And I'm very envious.
Yeah, we'll do.
Definitely.
For sure.
Done.
All right. Excellent.
Thank you, Jen.
Very good.
I'll see you in a couple of weeks, Paige.
Oh, good luck,
All right,
boys.
guys. We'll let you carry on with
We're
your
going to
life
run
today.
here without you.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. They haven't even asked if we got pants on.
Let me take it.
No.
Like, that would have been the first question I would have thought.
Yeah. Well, maybe they should assume.
No?
I don't know. Well, Nick's turning off. No, he's still. There we go.
I'm glad he did it because I didn't really know what to push.
Yeah, I noticed you were just fiddling around trying to.
Well, I'm just trying not to kill everything.
Yeah.
So far,
I can still see them
so good
down there. But
yeah, that's just waiting to come in.
But the public can't see them now.
No, nor hear them.
No.
So I've actually got another little video queued up there as well of our adventures last week. So
how good.
I suppose I'll have a quick look at the comments. You can waffle on about the cars a bit.
Well, Nids has already guessed.
He has.
He nailed it. These are the. Hold that up. This is the box for one of them.
That's the one that's in Japan with Beach.
That's the one that was trying to eat Beach's food the other night. Made by a company called Sun S, who I'm not familiar with. And I think these were done in 2007 or something. And they're not easy to get. And they're tiny little, well, it says 1/6 scale, but it's 1/6 of 1/10. And replicas of some
this hurts my mind a bit, saying 1/6 of 1/10.
Yeah, but and their kits you can see.
Is it 164? No.
Yeah.
160.
You see, the grasshopper here is a clear one. Each of them is available, I think, in 3 variations: a clear, a fully painted. I'm not sure what it is, but they're really.
Oh, do you hear that?
That was probably.
That's the sound of the ninja beam deployed.
Okay.
That could mean that the Yokomo order is in fact in the building.
All right.
So I've just gone on the overhead here, and this is a little box for it. Now I did touch on it. Can't say that around you.
No.
We did briefly discuss it last week.
You can still find these at various places, but they're worth an absolute fortune.
Well, not these ones because we've broken 2 of them, but
that's all right. Syrian doesn't know. Oh, now he does.
Well, he won't know until he gets them back.
Yeah, then he'll know.
Well, that's questionable whether he'll get them back.
But
these little axles.
They're really, really good replicas of.
And the Hornet one that BJ's got. I mean, I took the body off of it, and it had a little battery and stuff in it, and a radio tray. I tried to take one apart before, and that's what broke. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's why I told you to stop playing.
This little segment here, I suppose we'll take a look at the frog. Frog's dear to my heart, definitely. I love it. I don't know why it's got green on it, but anyway, we'll have to talk about that with Surian. I don't know why you put green on it, but it's probably just one of the color options.
Yeah, but I'd heard of these. I'd never seen them until I actually came in today.
And at your age, you barely can.
Yeah, I can barely see anything now. 1/6 scale's too small for me to see. These are great. That's the Buggy Champ. That's just an absolute killer.
Buggy Champ. Not one of my favorite. I've never actually driven one. I don't know that I've seen one go. Have you seen one go at the Vintage Bash?
I can't say I have, but either way, these are something very, very special, and we're very grateful to Surian.
He says only the frog doesn't have the battery that comes out.
Okay.
So if you try and pull something else apart, a battery should fall out, but I don't want to. I'm not saying I do or I don't. I just don't want to.
I think it was the frog that you tried to pull apart.
Could be. I don't know. I'm not putting myself in the blame.
Either way, these are cool.
We've done a bit of RC, we've done a bit of this.
We've got to talk about something else.
I think it's time that we talk about something else.
Okay, we'll be losing 50% of our viewers today.
Or gaining. 50%.
Or gaining. Well, I don't know.
Gaining. I'd like to say we're gaining.
Yeah.
All right. What have you got in your stash now?
Are we talking about here the stuff I got from the special the special bin?
We've been in BJ's cabinet when he's not been looking.
There's a special cabinet here, which is stuff that BJ imports that you can't normally get here. But
I'm not saying it's legal.
No, it's fully legal. It's just
in some countries.
In most countries, it's just dubious. But there's a certain clientele that this stuff appeals to.
And I am one of them.
You are definitely one of them, as are most of the Hearns staff.
Hey, look at this. This is a 12-egg girls collection. Yeah, I'm not sure. What does the egg refer to?
There's Hasegawa do a series called the Egg Girls.
The Egg Girls.
Yeah. And they're all this sort of thing. This particular one is a cheerleader.
She's a cheerleader?
Yes.
What's she cheering for?
She's cheering for the fact that there are another 11 eggs. I'm not sure.
Are they her friends?
I don't know.
So she's a 1/12 scale resin figure kit.
Yep.
So it's a resin. And this is
Amy.
Amy McDonald.
Yeah.
Gone as far as to name her.
Yeah.
And she's number 24, which baffles me.
Yeah. I think there's more than... I think they come in a series of 12 and there's 1, 2, 3.
You seem to know an awful lot about these.
Yeah, well, I spent half an hour on the web before we came on the line.
Oh, that's why that computer shut down. Not that kind of.
That's what you told me to do. Oh, so to make it appear as though I knew what I was doing.
Oh, there she goes.
There we go. There's Amy.
She looks like the kind of she could like cheerlead the bash. Yeah. No. She could like go Froggy.
Yeah, we could do that.
Froggy. There you go.
We should be opening that up, shouldn't we?
Let's do a bit of an open boxing. Can you say that?
Yeah, we can.
Can
in fact, I did.
All right. What have you got? See, this is why we have specialists.
Yeah.
Clearly not ourselves. Well, she's got different eyes. I'm going to go to Zoom
different
Town.
Anime eyes.
Yes.
This is not a kit for the experienced modeler. This can pretty much go together. This sort of.
That's Amy, number 1.
Yeah.
Amy, in case you get more Amy's.
It is a glue together kit. It doesn't snap.
It's resin. Yeah.
But it's relative. It's pretty simple. The work in these is in the painting.
It's really a painter's kit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you could imagine the shading and shadowing you could do
if
right
you were
there.
Like really
right there on the pom-pom.
Right.
In the pom-pom. You could really get that pom-pom looking 3D, wouldn't you?
Yeah. You could spend an awful lot of time. This is the sort of stuff that BJ likes.
He loves to get that texture and the feeling of the pom-pom. Doesn't he?
And without taking the piss so much, the quality of these is really, really good because they're a resin kit. And they're just...
And it's not like she's naked. Like, there's clothes here.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
Yeah.
You've got hair. And you can spend hours on that hair getting that nice textural finish.
Yeah. These go well on your shelves next to your Gundams.
Gundams. Well, anything 12 scale, I'm tipping.
Yeah. No, it's just that it's really cool. And while we're taking the piss a bit, it's really... there's nothing wrong about this.
There's nowhere. What do you mean? Oh, it comes in love heart shape bubble wrap.
Oh, the bubble wrap is
That's got me. Had me at hello.
Oh, that's it then. Well,
we're going to put this away.
We've got to run.
BJ knows that we've been in here.
Yeah,
it's good now that he'll be busy. He'll be doing other things like racing toy cars and bloody Scuba and all that hard work. You know.
So we'll put that. We'll make sure we put
the stickers in there too.
Stickers back in there.
We've got the instructions. I'm just going to put the stickers.
Someone will be ordering this online pretty much as soon as we go off air.
I'm sure.
We've got more than just this kit. There are a number of the Egg Girl ones we've got available.
Don't we?
Still don't get the Egg Girl thing.
Now before we get cut offline, what's this one?
This is another one.
It's another one.
There's another one that's girly kit. Referred to as the Naked Angel series.
Why are you laughing? She looks like an angel to me.
Well, for a start, she's not naked.
No, she's not.
No.
That's a funny pose, though.
This is apparently some...
She's good at stretching. Would you say she's flexible?
Yeah.
I'd definitely say that she's on the flexible side.
Some famous Japanese model, Miu Inamori.
Does she swim? It looks like a swimsuit.
Apparently, this is her a special costume.
Is it?
Yes.
Her racing costume.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
And this is by Plamax.
Yeah. Again,
Naked Angel series.
And they promote the fact that this is done by an actual 3D scan of the model, which is then converted into data, and then they make.
I would like to see you do that pose and hold it while somebody.
I can, but only once.
While Tony P 3D scans you.
Yeah, that's probably not a good move.
No,
I can do it on my good leg, maybe, but I'm not sure I can lift it up.
I don't know. You can't say good leg.
No. We're going to open this up, and I'm somewhat reluctantly opening this one up.
Why?
Because I believe there are 2 versions in this kit.
Oh, don't say that now.
Yeah.
Well,
I believe there's the swimsuit version.
BJ's going to crack it when he comes back and finds you've been in his cabinet, mate.
Yeah.
Hey?
Okay. if you'd like, can we go to the top camera?
Can
now?
we? I'm not sure. Is it safe?
Yeah.
If it's safe to do so, we can.
Yeah.
As long as I have your express permission that nobody's going.
And that's fine. We've got, again, fairly simple kit. Beautiful quality.
Look at it. We'll put it on camera.
Tiny.
Isn't it? This one looks like more, and this is 1/20th kit. So nearly. So you've really got to be quite the painter. And have a look at the shading that you can do there.
Yeah.
That's quite something.
Look at the hair.
So this isn't resin. This is just
this is injection molded.
Injection molded, right?
So it's a lot harder to get that level of detail. Let's be honest, this is going to be a niche kit. Not everyone's going to buy this.
Well, after we've shown it to the world, they will.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the second pose. One pose is the one that we've already shown. The second pose.
What are you trying to say?
There appears to be somewhat less clothing on this one.
Oh, you can't. So, I'd say that there's 0 clothing on that bit.
Okay, I'd say that too.
But you could paint it.
Yeah.
I like body paint.
Yeah,
chocolate body paint.
Yeah, so yes. Well,
Nutella?
If we can see on here, there are 2 poses.
Ah.
Here are the 2 poses. That's the one that we see here. This one is a different one, a different pose, and in that one, she's not wearing any clothes.
I feel that you set me up there.
No, but I did check.
Quality instructions, though. Look how it goes together.
Yeah. On every level, this is very, very wrong.
Why?
But either way, you don't need to come into the store to buy these. You can buy them online, and we won't give your details away to anybody.
Will you sign it?
I'd rather not. I'll sign it, but with your name.
All right.
So, I mean, yeah, this is a niche market kit. Some people like this sort of thing. Everyone at Hearns certainly does.
That's why it's here. We're bringing it to the world.
Yeah.
You wait until you see what they've found in the back streets of Japan, mate.
Yeah. That scares me.
Why?
Have we got any more normal kits today?
We do.
I think we do.
We do.
We don't have any train stuff, so if you're a train freak, don't hang around.
Well, don't say that. Do not say that straight away.
All right. Oh, this is what I found this morning.
A flying pancake.
I put this on my own socials because of the pancake. A flying pancake.
A smoke and a crepe.
Yep.
Pipe and a pancake.
That's got to be one of the weirdest planes I have ever seen.
It's a terrible accent. Sorry if I'm offending anybody.
Austin
Powers. It's my father. As long as people don't start thinking that you're my father.
No.
We've got similar
not
colour
quite
hair.
Old enough.
Wow.
But anyway.
The flying pancake. What can you tell me about it?
From 1941-42.
Yeah, what can you tell me about it?
Is designed by a very special aeronautical engineer, Mr. Charles Zimmerman. And he liked the idea of these. I think he called them discoid planes.
Now, what this would do would effectively sit on the runway, like so the tail would be right down, the props would be up at like 45 degrees.
Yeah.
And then
the plane
would
sat
take
at
off
22 degrees. Normally.
22 degrees. There you go. I was close. I was halfway there.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
And then as they spun the props, it would effectively take off at 90 degrees until it built momentum and then flatten out, with the whole control surface on the top there being part of what would lift it.
So it had an awful lot of lift, but it was due to its short length, and it was a little bit unstable. So he's got the 2.
And it was towards the end of the war, and they'd already sort of, by the time that this had come to fruition, they'd already started figuring out that jet power was the way.
Yep.
And the only reason I know what I sound like I'm talking about, that's what Dan told me to say.
Dan told you. Yeah.
That's what Dan told me to say.
I looked at Wikipedia, and it told me that it's US Navy, so they funded the research. I think there's still one left. And they did do a much bigger version as well.
A pancake and a pipe.
But it never got anywhere. But it's a cool plane, and I saw it this morning when I came in because it got delivered yesterday, I think, those.
Yes.
Yeah, and I saw it and went, pancake.
Pancake indeed.
We need that car. We need that plane. And it was a good thing. We've got that Merc up there too.
Hang on. I want to go back to RC.
Okay.
So which one did you look at last time? Let's have a closer look at the Avanti from the 1.6-110 Sanesi.
110s.
The Sanesi? I'm not sure. I'm getting yelled at now by Surin. I can hear it already.
Yeah. And he's in Perth and we can still hear him.
I know. He'd be shaking his head, tutting, and look at the Avanti. Yeah. Did you ever have an Avanti?
I have a vague memory, but I have a vague memory of most things. No, I had an egress.
Well, probably during your time at D&T, you probably built one.
I don't remember. It's interesting it's got white wheels, not yellow ones.
Maybe they faded.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
That could be Syrian's choice or painted them white. I'm not sure.
No, I probably just don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm sure
the first time
that people will tell me that as well.
But they're all still intact. They haven't actually broken any of those.
Oh,
yes.
Get in here, Ninja.
Thanks, Will.
Get in here, Ninja.
You might.
I got more stuff to do.
That'll do.
Here. I told you I heard that trolley.
Yeah, and you knew.
Look how excited you are.
I'm excited.
You're excited for that one.
This is my kit.
That's your one. That's been here for, that's not a new model, the SO 2.0, but that has been out for about 6 months now.
Yep.
And you've recently fallen in love, reignited your passion
with the
for a bit of 1/10
with the Arrow.
With the Arrow out of Detroit.
So I'm going to
step up.
I'm going to build this sucker.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to build this sucker.
We're going to build this sucker. We'll do this one in the studio.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Now get that chook chaser out of the way. Look at this. This is the all new MS 1.0. This is what people have been waiting for. This is hotly anticipated. The team drivers received theirs about a fortnight ago. We were hoping that it arrived last week anyway. It's here now. So get excited, guys. Out of all that we've sold, I think there's none left. They're all going to our race team. Everybody has ended up. I'm going to do an impromptu unboxing.
Oh.
Whose is it going to be?
Rawlings.
All right, Scotty Rawlings.
Yeah.
Here you go, brother.
That means we can win.
Oh. Scott, do you like that pop? You like that? Do you like that pop?
That was satisfactory,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that's a combination of somebody not knowing what they're doing and also a misused blade that's really blunt.
Plus, you're still excited after looking at this.
All the blood's gone from my head. It's coming back and it's playing havoc.
I like the fact that this came in just in time.
It added to it, didn't it? That's Nico Lee's car, isn't it?
I believe it is.
Well, it looks very similar. Like and here's that one, Christopher Crap.
Christopher Crap.
Did I say that right?
You sounded like a load of crap to me.
Good.
Let's go.
Oh. Look what they've done.
I'm going to move these out of the... Yeah.
We don't... Surian did not... He did. He saw the little buggy champ go cartwheeling across the set.
I'm going to actually put these in here.
Now, love it or hate it, they've gone to the system of putting all the screws in one section. I'm not the biggest fan, especially if you're doing the build over a couple of nights or days or whatever. It means you've got to open all the packets of screws and get one out for this step, one out for the next step, whatever. But I understand it is refining their packaging process. You know what I mean? They can just put all the screws in one bag and be done with it.
There's probably slightly less chance for error doing it that way, so I can live with that.
Sway bars. Got sway bars in the kit. What are we looking at here? 1 point. They look pretty thick. I can't put my finger on it. 1.2s maybe, I want to say. 1.1s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sway bars. What have we got here? Got a rear shock tower. That's a very familiar territory for a Master Speed or BD12 owner. Nice big thick one where the shocks are mounted.
I like a big thick one.
Look at the size of the front shock tower. Again, 3 or 4 mil thick carbon.
And it's just tiny. Oh.
All new servo mount. Now, what I love about this all new servo mount TFG is the very fact that the steering, it's floating. So we've got 3 screws here that do up to the center line of the chassis, and the steering posts, the bell cranks go on the top of the steering. So they're no longer like a brace on the chassis. So it's going to be a lot more even flex characteristics. That's what I'm calling it.
I'm thinking of pulling one bag of screws out here because if we're going to give this to Rawlings, I want to mess with him.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh damn! I've said that live, haven't I?
You have definitely said that live.
Okay.
We've got the beautiful alloy bell crank steering, 18mm geometry.
Oh, this is looking nice,
isn't it? Aluminium turnbuckles, 3mm. Oh, the all new upper A-arm system, and this is injection molded. That's really good because the cars in the sorry, Scotty, I'm going in deep.
Yeah,
we are going all the way in, aren't we, TFG?
Yep.
Oh, no, that bit's lost. Look at that.
Hang on, I'll just put that in the bin now.
Look at that, injection molded, and it's very like a. It's almost like the P polymer in a Tamiya.
What's the flexi like?
Yeah, it's very stiff, isn't it? It's going to give you a
surprisingly stiff.
It's going to for an injection molded. That is going to give you really good control of your caster.
Interesting, because so many other people are going to the full graphite everywhere.
Yeah. And I do believe that they might do a dual turnbuckle system for a top link. But this is, I mean, how often do you really change from 4 degrees caster? Never. So it's really good that we can just do it.
But we can do it.
That's right. It saves the car moving around. And the other thing is that these, as a spare part, are ridiculously cheap in my mind.
Yes.
And there's no slop and they're buttery smooth. And I would say that that is really because that's such a hard compound polymer that there's no friction in the balls. I thought that might get a chuckle.
What is this? Back to the shaving thing again?
Oh. I've lost my train of thought, funnily enough. Black grease. That's going to be for a little bit of diff assembly. We've got our shock and diff oils. Very typical Yokomo. We've probably got 7.5 rear for your 4.5 turn modified driver. And I've hit a 450 front, which is quite heavy for the dampers, but all new shock geometry. Have a look at the spur gear. Now that's a 92 spur gear. And again, this is going to give you a rollout of about 7.5 to 1. So aimed at modified. Yokomo always build their cars for modified. A lot of manufacturers these days don't even include spur gears. Funnily enough, the Axon car didn't come with a spur gear.
What people like have built their reputation on making spur gears.
Yep. Or shock oils.
Yeah.
None in the kit.
None in the kit. So you're paying like $1,100 and you've got to pay another.
Admittedly, most people who buy this won't be racing. Well, a lot of people who buy this won't be racing. So that'll go straight in the bin. But it doesn't matter. There's still the sentiment that it's there, right? And when you run a 21.5 car to get the correct gearing, you'll probably have like a 75, 77 tooth spur gear. And when you're racing 13.5, about 83, 84 tooth. And that's all 64 pitch.
Yep.
So where the convention used to be sort of like 85 for 21, 96 to 100 for 13, and then sort of 108 to 114 for modified. They're all like 20 teeth less. Here we have the bulkheads, very familiar, black, stealth black.
Stealth black.
All new bulkheads, but very, very similar in design and function. They got the little retaining ball and spring in there for the cam, the diff cams for your diff heights and belt tensions. All new front and rear top decks. One of the biggest criticisms about the BD12 was it is in fact designed and engineered more for high traction. So in lower traction conditions, it was harder to get the car to work. Where this car here, they've engineered the length of the top decks is going to add to a lot more chassis flex and tunability in flex. The BD12 ones were really, really short and hard. They had a smaller tuning window to get the correct flex characteristics. This diff's been going on since BD9.
If it works?
Yeah, a slight upgrade in BD10 when they went from neoprene O-rings to silicon. That's it. Here we have motor mount. All new motor mount. Still it's a little bit shorter than the BD12 motor mount, which is good again for flex characteristics. The BD12 one was really, really long, which was really good for high traction, but it was hard to get the flex characteristics right. So again, all very, very familiar to Yokomo owners. Here we have our plastics steering, our steering hubs here. That dates back to the BD10s graphite versions. You've got your 4mm wheel hexes. Yeah, we've got your ball cups. Nothing too serious here. The new arms. Here we go. Sorry, Scotty. I'm ripping in, mate. We are going in, sniffing around. These are all new. These are, again, they have effectively reinvented the wheel by means of carbon fiber arms. So the BD12 had 4mm, I want to say 4mm arms that were CNC machined. So every front left, front right, rear left, rear right were all different.
Yep.
So effectively, one of the biggest drawbacks to having that system was having $200 worth of spare arms.
Just in case.
Just in case, because you can bet whatever arm you had spare, you wouldn't break it. Now, not that it was an easy feat breaking the arm, and in fact, you would usually break your chassis.
More than that if you were going to break the arm.
Yeah, but it usually ended in, it didn't help. So now they've gone for a 2.4mm laser cut arm. So it's not CNC machine, 2.4mm. So it has in fact got better flex characteristics. Towards the end of the evolution of the BD12, they did make lightened and cut arms to induce more flex in the arm, more traction. And they've given it to us in the MS 1.0. And the beauty I get back to is there's only two arms. Yep. I think there's front and left, there's front and rear or left and right, whatever. But you've only got to carry two arms to have a whole set. Yep. So that's a nice little feature. And admittedly, because it's now just 2.4mm stock, the arms are actually substantially cheaper. So you've got to remember that this car does have a little bit cheaper ticket price than the outgoing model. Here we have the belts. We've got 351 belts, all new sway bar links. And I really like these sway bar links. I know that they're not adjustable for those trying to get tweak out of their sway bar, but they're really good, simple and robust. Instead of having the grub screw and a little the dunga and this and that, and just more things. Dunga, that's the technical word, mate. Dunga, right?
I'll need to note that down when I build my tool.
Body post, all very familiar Yokomo stuff. All new shocks.
Oh,
all new shocks, all new geometry, all new shocks. Shorter,
very
shorter shocks. Same size shock shafts, shorter springs. Mounted different geometry on the arm. Must be further out towards the hub because the spring rate's gone down from, say, 2.6 was the kit springs on the last one. These are now 1.9s, I believe, or 2.0s. Okay. So that's
a fair change.
There's three options. There's 1.9s, 2.0s, and 2.1s. The current springs available: blue, red, and yellow. And apparently, the team's been testing, and the kit springs are the way to go. Every time they change springs or do this or do that, they always go back. They go back to the box setup. They've changed the lower end of the shock-to-shock cartridge system, and they've actually gone to a buggy X-ring. So instead of having two O-rings or in the cartridge, it's just gone for a single X-ring, what we use in off-road. And the shock lower, the spring retainer is again ball raced. So they ball race that to take out the torsional twist of the spring.
What concerns me here is you seem to know what you're talking about.
Well, I've been working with these for quite some time now, and here is the chassis. Well, I'm glad that you think I know what I'm talking about, because that was half the battle won, right?
Yeah, because if I'm sucked in,
that's right.
Everyone else.
Well, this could be yours. This might not be Scotty Rawlins. You might be starting to lick the lips and.
Oh no, no, these are too fast for me.
Yeah,
I know.
Beautiful chassis. What have we got here? I want to say it's 2.2. Just by feel. Yeah. I don't know. It's been a little while since I've tinkered with these. Again, just beautiful Japanese precision milling.
Yeah.
Looking at the weave, it's the trendy matte fiber, which has been the trend for the past 2 years now. Really, really nice machining, countersinking. I am super happy with this MS 1.0. Scotty won't be because I've been in his box.
Yeah.
Stuffing around. He's probably too busy choking on some nuggets. He loves a nugget.
Does he?
Yeah, loves nuggets. That's his thing. That. Him and Corn Dog have a nugget off.
A nugget off?
Nugget off.
Is that in the Oxford Dictionary?
Yeah, Google
nugget off.
Just Japanese instructions. I don't know how to. I'm just so familiar with them now. It's like really good. Again, a little bit different, say, from Tamiya, but for a competition kit, I think they absolutely do an amazing job. And if you've built a Yokomo before, this will all be very familiar and straightforward and easy. And all reports from the team is that they just go together so much better than even any other Yokomo that they've ever built. Everything just goes together, it just works.
How good is this? Live unboxing, the things turn up and we bring them to you. How good is that?
And we're making technology work still at this stage of the game.
Yeah. I'm going to put this away and maybe all the bits will be in there. Maybe they won't.
Maybe. But that's future Scott's problem.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It is.
That is something that he's going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
And we'll hear all about it.
But you better not mess with my buggy kit while I'm not here.
I might. You'll be lucky if it doesn't make it through the day without a good licking. That's my thing.
Yeah. Well,
I've got to see something, I've got to lick it.
So, well done. You tipped it all out.
He doesn't need those bits.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's only rolling skids. It doesn't matter. If anybody wants one of these, you better hurry up because there's not too many unsold.
In fact, I would dare say that the first shipment is all sold.
All sold?
I would dare say. I just don't want to go direct people to it and then have to call them up Monday and say, sorry, you missed out.
Yeah. All right, just rewind a bit and ignore what I just said.
Well, there might be.
There might be.
Take the chance.
Because Rollins might not want his kit now that we've touched it.
Too bad.
I said touched it.
That's okay.
That doesn't matter.
It's that time of the day.
Yeah,
takes its toll on you.
Yeah,
You're really ready for a nap, old boy.
I've been up since
so the boys were in Japan and the stuff's here now. Yeah, we couldn't have timed that any better.
That was a fine thing. I think we've killed it today.
It's not over yet. Not over yet. We're going to have a little look at. We're going to look at where's the cars gone. You've hidden them.
No.
Okay. Let's have a look at the Merc.
Let's have a look at the Merc.
You can have a look at the Merc.
Let's have a look at the Merc.
Now, I actually wanted to talk to BJ before this because I wanted to open it, but I think maybe it's a bit special.
I'm thinking it might be.
I don't matter about the girls and that. We'll break into that one-off pieces, but this.
No, the 300 SL Gullwing. I mean, it's an absolute iconic car. But
how iconic?
Oh, look, iconic as all hell. That's pretty iconic. But this one's special. I mean, normally you're used to.
Well, this is one of our most popular model kits. Whenever it comes and they sell out, and it's one of their high-end kits. But it's really, really well regarded. Young Jack, he's done one. He did one in like a teal green. Looks amazing. All factory color codes and stuff. But Tamiya have released it in clear. Now, I want to say that it's the first time ever, but I dare say in this models lineup that they have done it, but it's still a special edition. Usually when we get models here at Hearns, we usually get 12s and 24s and 18s. We got one of these. There's a fair indication that this is special. And the price doesn't say it. It's not like $380.
No.
It's no different to any other model kit.
Yeah, but just basically it's the same kit as the normal 300 SL, but everything, all the bodywork is clear. So you get to see the tube frame, which is very much a feature of the 300 SL. And you can see it inside. And you see all the interior, the engine canted at the correct 45 degrees.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
They did a really good job with this. I've got a bit of a soft spot for Mercs. Not that I'll ever drive one of these. No. Well, sometimes it's soft.
Yeah, well, if you had one of these, I don't think it would be.
No.
This is...
Every time you walk into it.
Yep. Yeah, you should know better by now. without BJ here.
Now, last segment of the day, there's a bit of chatter in the chat about Tony's. There's been no show and tell with Tony this week.
Yeah, because it's my show and tell is sitting in the Transit,
and you're wearing it.
But yeah, this is a second show and tell.
This is TFG. Now you guys might know that TFG actually designed, drew, penciled that, and printed that one, and we had it framed. But that was the intention, was to put it there on the human model that is Tony Gray.
Yeah, quite frankly, people say I don't care about that fat bastard, but that T-shirt's awesome,
isn't it?
Yeah.
And you got the orange that pops. Orange, gold, I'm not sure. I know that young Surian has got one as well.
Yes.
I've got some on their way. And if you want to be as good looking as this bloke, jump onto it. Surian is running around now. I think he's going to get
I believe he's naked apart from the T-shirt.
Surian?
Yeah.
There's a very good chance.
Yeah.
There is a very good chance.
Yeah, very good chance.
Serene is going to be an absolute gentleman and post the link into the comments as we're watching.
Is he?
Well, I've dobbed him in. He has to now.
Okay, yeah, we better do it now. Either him or Tony P. One of them will do it.
And
but that's all right.
We're going to go on to and have our last look at an RC thing for today. You thought that we were RC'd out.
That's right. That's right.
We're not even close.
Yeah, because I went to the trouble of putting them up there, so we better talk about them.
We better talk about them. And it gives people to find that link that we'll.
Should I bring that down?
You can bring it down. Are you right there, old boy?
Yeah, we're good.
Have a look at that.
This is just like stupidly old school, but so cool.
And I just can't think of one of these without thinking of Lewis Solar. I just can't.
I think of Lewis Solar a lot. Nothing to do with those.
Oh my gosh. It's definitely past your time for medication, isn't it, young man?
That's why I'm having a drink.
This is a Tamiya Top Force. Now, this isn't the first time it has been re-released. It's been re-released by the label back in 2017.
Yep.
And this was, if I'm not mistaken now, this was originally released in 91.
Something like that.
92.
Yeah, 91.
I'd have to go back at Lewis Solar's tutorials.
Yep.
This is the car that made it. So the Evolution, the high-spec model came later.
Yep.
This was the grassroots version. Oh, this is up from the Manta Ray. But this was the four-wheel drive kit.
Competition car.
Wasn't it? It was a serious competition car back in the day. And when you look at it, you can see why. And I've always got a soft spot for green things. And this body shape, I don't know what they call it, but it is absolutely a gorgeous form.
And it's basically a wing.
It is just a wing.
Yeah.
It just goes, it's beautiful. I don't know who penciled that, but they did an absolutely fantastic job.
Oh, look at that.
Just smells like a Tamiya, doesn't it?
Yeah. So do you sometimes.
It's because I lick them all the time. It comes out my pores. Super grippers. Now, Tamiya have bucked the trend, and I did say bucked then, of, in fact, updating, re-releasing, and reinvigorating their tyre range.
And that's just...
Because I've noticed with the Kyoshos lately, they will have tyres that look like the old tyres, but they actually feel like modern tyres.
Yeah.
Like proper tyre, like tyres that you'd want to use.
Yeah.
These would still go in the bin.
Yeah. But they look cool.
2.2-inch super grippers. Pretty cool. Probably right for a bit of grass play and that, but you wouldn't really want to put it on a racetrack. Look at it, Tamiya plastics. All black. It's really good. Now, this doesn't have hot shot gearboxes, does it?
No.
This was all new for this car.
These were still a little bit fragile, though.
Well, it's a Tamiya.
If you give it anything more than a 17.5, they start to get a little bit...
Well, the brushless things, and I was actually chatting to Tony before, I've really lost context of the cars that we used to call fast, of what they're like now, because the brushless and lipo technologies is that much faster.
Yeah.
I can't even contemplate what we used to think was fast, and the stresses of the old cars.
Luckily, there are aftermarket gears for these, so if you want to get a bit more serious...
Speak to Solar.
Solar or Defino...
That's right. The thing's a massive nut as well, isn't he?
I think Lee Broadhurst in England, in the UK, does special gears for them to make them hold together. This is a great.
And there's a gearbox brace and stuff like that.
You can get lots of stuff, but these are just.
Do you know what this one doesn't have? Does not have a moustache.
No.
And you might say to me, but what the hell is a moustache?
Have you got something that you could show that to us, Brett?
Have a look at this. I have got the very Top Force Evo that Lewis Solar and myself built, and it does have the moustache, and that comes from the moniker of Peter Chard, Mike's dad.
Yep.
And he had a dirty, great big moustache, and he thought that's exactly what it looked like. And this was to replicate. Let's go to Overhead Town. This was to replicate sort of a monoshock sort of feeling, and to basically take some aggression out of the front end, really dulled the front end down and took that initial bite, because this car didn't have a center differential. It didn't have a slipper. The only option was a one-way. So it has ball diffs, front and rear, and it has a one-way. Now, the one-way can make the car very aggressive under power and even more aggressive off power. But it does have much better straight line characteristics and more horsepower, less drag.
On the face of it, you think, how the hell does that work? Having watched this car not this one, but Lou's car back in the day, it was just awesome.
And even back in the day, you can see it on any given Sunday at Knox. No, he usually gets it out. Doesn't race every clubby, but the old top four does come out. And it is pretty much.
It's been solidified.
One of these, and this is the very car. So the vintage that leads us. The vintage bash is coming up soon. Isn't
coming up very, very soon.
Next thing we know, it's going to be bloody soon.
Formats changed a bit now. They're separating the cars into eras. So from X year to X year. So you'll be driving against cars that were produced in the same era that yours was. So it'll be much more like a period race meeting.
It'll be more photogenic, won't it? Because it'll be more car similar and
it'll be very interesting. And there are people coming. I'm not going to say we because I'm not part of it anymore, but there are people coming from overseas way more.
You're the grand poobah of it. What are you talking about? Just because you've stepped away from...
I've left it to Lou and Aaron and Cookie to take over, and they've done a fine job, and there's no need for me anymore. There's lots of people putting in, and it's really good. And
Knox is undergoing a rebuild as we speak.
Knox is just a bit... It should be finished fairly soon, but
we just had some inclement Melbourne weather overnight.
It's pissed rain.
And that is going to probably slow things down because the clay that they use, well, I don't know the clay that they use, but the clay that was there previously soaked up water like a sponge.
So that's going to slow them a little bit, but the point is that it's going to be rebuilt. And
what does Kovac say?
Gourmet, I would suggest.
Gourmet.
Or possibly Majestic.
Could be one of each.
It could be Majestic.
I'll have one of each, please.
Yeah. So it's going to be good. So it'll be a fresh new layout. It'll be really interesting to drive on. But it will be very much an old school track. It won't be the Keeler billiard table super grip thing, but that's okay. You want a bit of each.
You do. You got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, and I think that's the best thing about it. And certainly in Melbourne, we've got Keeler for the absolute fast cars, and Knox is very much more an old school thing.
The biggest problem and it's only a personal problem, is because the tracks are so vastly different. If you're running at both tracks, the cars sort of have to be on the pace at either. You have to have the cars almost.
Yeah.
Or do a lot of work on one car to change it to the other way. Otherwise, you just turn up and circulate. That's what I do.
Yeah, I turn up and crash. It's very similar to what you do.
With more broken bits.
Yeah, with more broken bits.
Nah, you're not going to break.
Right. There's broken
you
bits
are not going to break. You're going to build that SO 2.0. You're going to build
it. Build that, and we're going to run
21.5.
I'm going to run 21.5 in deference to my age.
Yeah.
As of 67 last week.
67.
Yeah.
You catch up to Master Joe.
Oh, I'll never catch Master Joe.
He had his 70th on Anzac Day.
Yeah. So, I'm probably going to stay the same distance apart from Master Joe.
All right.
But, I'm years apart in terms of ability. Master Joe, all hail Master Joe.
He does it by feel these days, I think. I don't know how he does
I don't think he actually touches the cars. It's like a Jedi thing.
Isn't it?
With Master Joe.
Well, let's wind this one up, TFG.
Oh.
What a ring buster. If I can say that. Like,
absolutely busted.
No?
It's like a Ghostbuster, but with less ghosts.
We had the boys in from Japan.
Yes.
They're having... How good is Scuba?
Oh, yeah.
When they said there's an RC arena, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's just like an old office space.
I'd seen photos, but then to actually see them go around the place and how vast...
Actually, like in Japan, where you think, high-density living, multi-story buildings.
But no,
crap.
There's all this... I'm thinking that's something for Nick to aspire to. He's going to have to save up his dollars to move from Flinders Street here to not the Dubai.
No, we're not going there.
No,
I say we put one in the ballroom.
In the ballroom,
but where would you park?
I don't care. You and I take the train in. We're good.
That's right. All right, guys.
We're done.
That has been an awesome show. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm quite relieved. We made something.
Yeah, I'll be relieved in a minute because I really need to.
It worked.
Yeah.
We did something. Good. We did something. We
Thanks
may never do it again.
It wasn't as much a disaster as what we feared it could be.
That was episode 207. Keep an eye out for all the socials. Get yourself an MS1 if there's any left. Snap them all up. Let's go. Let's get this party started.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Brett from Hearns.
I'm Tony from Hearns.
And thanks for watching. See you guys.